Hello! Welcome back, or welcome to my Soulful Korea's video tutorial. Thank you for ordering the Sungold Sunflower. Um, I have to say that because of the many layers, I only made one after making a sample, which is this one that I have also posted in my Facebook group. And if you're already in the Facebook group, then or member of the Missile Gleeway Facebook, then you probably have seen this one. But it's yeah, it's a pretty time-consuming flower to prepare because of the many layers. As you could see, there's like 6 sheets, but easy to make. And because of that, I did not have time to make more because I already kind of, well, it wasn't a promise, but I already kind of promised or said that I was going to release it on Saturday. And yeah, so that was a big, yeah, it's also because it did not have yellow paper. I did not have yellow paper anymore, and I thought I did, but I did not. And I also adjusted my paper size to what US use, so 12 by 12. And that's inch, 12 by 12 inch. So everything would be perfectly, and you wouldn't be using too much paper. I did design this template, but I did not design this flower, obviously. All I did is recreate. Now it sounds like I'm regretting my decision, but I'm not. But it does take time. But it's a sunflower. I think the sunflower is one of the hardest to make because it's big. It has so many layers, so many details, and it's just actually one of the many varieties we have of sunflowers. So yeah, but yeah, I may sound a bit insecure, but that's not it, because I love the design, but I'm also keeping on of people that, I don't know, some would like to have easy and fast, but I think when you see the center of the, when you've seen this flower, then you also have noted that it was not a fast flower to make. So I have prepared the templates yesterday. Just gonna try to divide them now on the way I prepare them. Yeah, I added more layers too, so it looks fuller. But if you would like to do less, then you can also take out like each template, each size has to, so if you could take one out of each, and yeah, then you'll have less full. It's pretty too, but my inspiration, or my sample that I saw, was full and fluffy. So, and as a maker, I thought it was my responsibility to make sure it's right. So that's okay. Without further ado, let's prepare the templates. So I have tried different kind of methods to shape the templates, actually. So the first, the green area, the green templates, that's pretty easy. But all you need to do is use your embossing tool and just shape them or curl them. As you can see, I have used Conquer, as mentioned in the instruction video. And those paper are white. And then I just color them with watercolor. I think that was the fastest for me. So that's it. What you have to do, as you see, you just curl them. I have seen many varieties of how they bloom, and it's all different. So you actually have to pick one you like and try to recreate that. Some are straight, some are curled. Try to keep the templates in the right order as well, because as I said, they're all created to create volume, so please do try to create them in the right order. And the right order is, as I go from left, upper left to right, and then second row, left to right, left to right, left to right, left to right. And when there is only 5 templates, I go again left to right, center, left, right, bottom. That's how I work. Yeah. Okay, next. So that's for the green one. All you do is emboss them. Actually. So I did add them on one sheet, so you might probably have to either print them in green as well. That's okay, no big deal if you do. That's part 1, sheet number 1. So you don't have to, you know, adjust the templates. You could print them all in green if you would like. And then if you're gonna do that, then start from part 2 using this. And if you're gonna do what I do, then start the yellow templates with using. I'm just using a bamboo skewer actually, and mine is quite big, which I use for my floral arrangement to stick them at the bottom flower, so it will stand when it's very heavy or long. And all you do is actually, okay, so it's not black, is, yeah, petal by petal. What I'm doing now is just copy the shape to the flower, and this is the time-consuming part. And if you do not want to do this, there's another option which you could do. I don't think that's pretty or realistic, but could save some time. It's just actually by using a stylo like this one and just pressing hard. And if you are using cardstock, then I think I might suggest you to make your templates wet, or else they just won't curl. Maybe there's even this smaller one. Yeah. So I'm using this very small one because the petals are pretty thin. I do not curl them because if I go from top to center, then this will happen. Then they will curl, and I don't want them to curl. And this is just a nail art tool. I could get them here in some of those dollar shops. I don't know if you can guys get them in the USA, but I think so. And all you do is actually press hard to shape it. You will create the same effect when you press hard, like when using bamboo skewer, but a bit less. They are, not sure if you can see, out of focus. So this is the one we did with the bamboo skewer, and this is the one that we did with the stylo. But I like the bamboo skewer more, and I don't mind if it takes a bit of time to prepare, because we are trying to recreate a flower and make it look lifelike as possible. And I did this while watching series. Now I'm watching The Last Tsar, but yeah, I wasn't really following them, because when you do this, you just tend to, I don't know, get lost in your own mind. You get what I mean? Because it's kind of therapeutic though. It's very relaxing, I think, making paper flowers. The same with I had with when gardening. Well, I did not in Amsterdam. I just had a balcony, so I could not call that gardening. But when I used to work as a designer, I was quite busy. So in the weekends, I just would like to hang out, in the summer only, of course, or spring, to hang out on my balcony and take care of my flowers and just chill. Very relaxing. So, as I promised, I will try to show. Oh, I'm not even done. But actually, that's what you have to do for all those thin templates. And that's just by doing that and shaping them. You could go Google for an inspiration picture if you wish, and then you will see that that is what they did. And then we have the templates where there were cuts at the end of the petals. I did the same. This was easier because they were bigger, and all I did was actually use this. Oh no, wait. Yes, wait, no, don't wait. It's okay. Because they're bigger, you could use other bamboo skewer because they were a bit bigger. I used when they became bigger, I used my chopstick. Because the bamboo skewer was too thin, and then they tend to they do curl, but a bit too thin, and we would like, when at the end of the flower, we would like them to have curled and shaped, but not so much pinched and narrow as those start and smaller templates. So as soon as they get bigger, and you will notice that it's getting narrow, then start using a chopstick. that's it. That's, and I've tried my embossing tool, and again, I would recommend, if you're using cardstock, to make them wet, like towel wet, get a towel. For example, this is towel. Make it wet and just, you know, like that, or spray them, and it will make it more easier for you to shape them. And that's one of the reasons why I do not like working with cardstock. And also it's because it's just hard to get here in Europe. But using this Conqueror and lightweight paper, they're just, I don't ever need to press hard. I can manipulate them, make them look realistic and delicate, and yeah, I don't have to press. I can imagine that when you're using cards, like you're making this, that it's gonna hurt your wrist, hands, and that's gonna be painful. And who would like that, you know? So try using lightweight paper. There's a link in in my group, or just post or ask or message me, and I will provide you the link. Yeah, it's just, lightweight paper is just, they're just so easy, much easier to manipulate. And then we have the larger template. And you can see it's got a bit dirty, but that's okay. I painted them with watercolor too, and here, using my nail art tool again, and here we just would like to emboss veins. And all you do is draw one in the center, and then two the outer part, and then two on the other side, just by following the templates. I think I drew a picture. This is from the, I think this is the Echinacea templates, and this is actually all you do. I believe this, yeah, I think this was the Echinacea. One more. See? One in the center, two on this side. But you have to follow the shape of the templates when you're doing that. And again, when you're using cardstock, make your templates wet. And then you also will see that it's already shaping itself. You'll notice. Well, at least when you're using lightweight paper. But be careful to not press too hard. I do have a layer of watercolor paint on it, which comes off a bit. So I think that's why I could have pressed a bit harder. But if you're using colored paper, be gentle. Don't press too hard that you'll pin a hole. Because I have a layer of protection, the paint, and when I look at my inspiration, I saw that some of the biggest templates had this too, but I was like, no way, Jose. I'll used to stick with the last one. I like making this flapper, and I was really excited. I prepared this template last night, and I printed yesterday after making the tutorial. And then, while my battery was charging, I painted them all. And then after dinner, I started shaping them. And I also thought they were, when I printed them and it was just wide, and I think I showed that in the freebie if you have that, and I didn't even shape them and I just put all templates on top of each other. I think that was pretty too, actually. So that would be a nice backdrop flower. So if ever you want to, you could do that. Oh, I forgot. And then we use the chopstick to shape them. Not too much, just shape them, don't pinch. Just gently. I'm not using pressure, I'm just, well, maybe a bit of course to shape them, but I'm not pressing too hard. See how easy it goes with my flower paper. So when you're using carding, you might do press harder. Might have to, not sure, but I think that if you're using cardstock, then and then we'll just pinch the tip, as you see me do. That's it. Just pinch the tip. And then, and voila, I put it aside. I will continue to part 2 before it shuts down and then I get interrupted again. See you in a bit.